and I'll tell you a little bit about the book. Birthing Butler's Bethlehem Beast. It features poems inspired by experiences, ideas, and pictures from life, love, faith, and time. Not unlike the narrative style of streams of consciousness, the author chooses to label her style as more consistent with streams of spiritedness. With an eclectic mix of literal and whimsical and the downright mystical, these poems will cause the reader to wonder during the process of reading, yet the soul will find within itself a place of recognition, moments of familiarity, and the eventual arrival at a point where all the different collective quilt of a melody of words, they come beautifully together, no matter how alien. If anything, these poems are bound to mesmerize, challenge, and inspire more thought, upon which the art of poetry can be enhanced and nuanced in beauty and complexity. So that's Birthing Butler's Bethlehem Beast. A round of applause for that, please.
Angie and I loved literature. So, we did the usual O-level. Then we went to sixth form, and we studied literature A-level. And Miss Wilberforce was our amazing teacher. Needless to say, she birthed in us a passion. And the thing about Angela is that Angela is amazing. And it's not a cliche. It is true. When it comes to English, when it comes to literature, when it comes to anything literary, it's Angela. I mean, I say that legend has it, but it's actually true that Angela, during the A-level, she topped the whole of West Africa. I know Angela, and I say that Angela is amazing, and my classmates will bear me witness.
I simply did not know what to say, but I'm not surprised, because coming from Angela, I am not surprised at all. Yes, I taught her in a number of phases I see here, right after university. So I saw them more like my younger sisters. And so today, if I've come here joining you to celebrate Angela, it is in the right direction. I read the book, and every page of it captured me. And I'm sure when you do, you'll feel the same. At a point, I said to myself, this sends me into the realms of John Donne, the metaphysical writer, because she writes for the elite. I dare say it's not everybody who will understand what she's trying to write or what she's trying to convey. And that's why I likened her writing to the metaphysicals. And you will agree with me when you read it. Angela, I am proud of you. And thank you for writing.
It's a cluster of poems from different spheres of life. It's a collection of poems inspired by love, by faith, by strife, and by any human experience. I feel it's global and universal in the fact that anyone that reads the poems will find themselves in one way or the other represented in the verse. I just feel like it's just an elixir of the facts of life, and I'm glad to showcase it to the world. I've always been blessed with the gift for writing, and a lot of my writing is emotionally inspired. So if I'm going through something at any given point in my life, I'm able to somehow tap into that, and it feeds that urge to write. And when I write, it's expressed, succinctly what I'm feeling. So yeah, I don't think it's difficult. Saying that would be untrue. So no, it was not difficult. It was just very taxing, emotionally taxing, but not difficult. And like I said, my poems are inspired from experiences in life. Let's just say I'm going through maybe a bad relationship or like a broken relationship and I'm sad over it. I'm not gonna write like love is whatever, love. Yeah, but I would take something from my experience and, describe it in a way that it is, people can connect. I would go to the unusual places, the unlikely places, and pull from that. And no matter how unlikely they are able to be familiar to whoever reads it. So I would say that's what inspires me. And I love writing. It's my heart. So I'm going to write regardless.
So I'm going to do two pieces from the book. The first one is titled Mother in Waiting. And Mommy, I think this one would ring a bell for you because we're told that when Mommy was younger, she really wanted children, even though she was a child herself. And somehow Angela has gone into that space and she's brought those feelings to this poem. 5 unfinished frocks of lace and silk. They lay strewn on tisseled bed draped with kilt. Pieces of rolled cloth pulled from hidden spots, they wool-clad naked dolls still trapped in thought. The thread and the needle will be the tools of the craft, drafted by the nimble hands of the little dressmaker who constantly hears cries from distant cradles. Her eager eyes often see cherubs flying in playful circles, wearing wings glittering with stones of gold and colorful crystals. Their hair was pristine and tied with exquisite ribbons, clothed in white sateen blouses, worn under pinafores of rich, deep purple. They form a battalion of infantry in ethereal assembly. Her hands, they've often craned to gather them from their aerial flutter. But they failed each time to hold them all together, for they were hardly any bigger than their little catcher. And so they would slip and slide and fly away even further. And she would have to reach even higher. Through the tears, they blinded her eyes, the eyes of a waiting mother. In that space where the cherubs hover in crystal clear, vibrant color, awaits a future and real picture. A galaxy of stars, orbs of moon, a scorching sun. And they all bow down to the little dreamer.
Angela Gyamfi is my sister, and she's a writer of Butler's Bethlehem Beast. Angela has been writing for some time now. We've always encouraged her to, make something out of the poems that she writes. And finally, today, she has actually done it, and we are all so proud of her as a family. It's no surprise to anyone, to be honest, because it's a gift she's always had, right from when we were children. She's always been a good writer. So to see her work all compiled in a book today is truly amazing, and we can't help as a family, but we're also proud of her, and that's all I've got to say. So please grab yourself a copy. It's Butler's Bethlehem Beast by Angela Gyamfi.
The next one is inking, and inking I find very special because it captures experiences that I think a lot of us have. You're thinking, you're going through the motions of life, your brain is trying to sort different things out. And so this is inking. Inking, thinking, inking. Inking, think in ink. Words printed on my mental paper, blotted spots spilling all over the sheet that lays concealed in the chamber. It was destined to remain sealed forever. But today, I thought of you. I remembered you. And so I wrote to you on that blank cover kept only for the things of you. I reached far behind the wads of crumpled up unfinished plans and regretful acts from bad judgment. Some lacked any thought at all. They were as random and rampant as a free fall. And others, they went forth with a forceful call, urged on by voices that seek to enthrall. They seek to blind the eyes to end it all. And still, even more paper is found stashed in yet another obscure corner, crouched behind towering dark walls that only sprout up when I draw the shutters together. They stop the sun from crossing over to distort the perfect picture of darkened black, cascading sheets of tar rolling over each other in an unbroken order. It's what I see when I must be one and the same with only me. And that it spills on the blank bare sheet, creeping slowly across the plain cover, forming words that only I can decipher between the layers of dark, black, and darker. Because I'm inking. Inking, thinking, inking. I'm inking. Thank you.
Talking.